sure we'll go off on other tangents. There's no way we're not going to.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Never. The dog ate my book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's funny.
You can borrow mine if you want to.
Welcome to Knit Together with Kim and Jonna. I'm Jonna.
And I'm Kim.
And this is our catching up with Kim and Jonna episode.
Yes.
Except we're together, so sometimes it's catching up with Jonna, sometimes it's catching up with Kim, but we decided to do it together since the things that we're going to talk about we did together.
Yep. And I don't think we were ready to do one at the beginning of the month, to do them separate. So we just said, we'll just do them together.
Because nothing exciting has happened.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things together, but not a lot of, we've been so busy together and not a lot of separate things have happened.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep, just everyday life stuff.
Yep.
Yep. So some of our exciting things that we did. We went to Kristen Lair's 40th. Should I say she's 40?
I don't know. Did she put it on social media?
I think she did.
Okay.
I think she did. Okay, so we went to Kristen Lair from Bull and Vine Yarns. We went to her birthday party, and it was a surprise. And it was held at Pick Up Every Stitch. So her little knitting posse that she gets together with periodically put it together and then just invited us.
Mm-hmm.
And I got cheese and strawberries and crackers and
yeah, it wasn't like a big family thing or anything. It was just
knitting people.
Some of her knitting buddies.
Yeah. So she was totally surprised, and that was the day we had like -30 wind chills.
Yes.
Yes, it was so cold. And it was first thing in the morning too. So, the weather didn't get any warmer.
Yeah.
So.
But it was fun because we weren't organizing it.
No.
Katie from
Right.
Katie Did Bags. Yeah, we just showed up. Katie from Katie Did Bags organized. Did she organize it?
Yeah.
She did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Tara or Tara, we never know.
From Crystal T.
Crystal T Knits. Sorry, I think it's Tara.
And
was there.
Ashley, what is her perfect?
Knits and Pearls?
No, this is
Pearl.
bad. We should have looked it up.
Pearl Magnolia.
Pearl Magnolia.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, we can cut that part out. And
no, we're not cutting anything out because this is
Dogma
style.
Okay, this is how it really goes down. We're so disorganized. It's funny because Jackie from the Caddy Jacks podcast, she was like, "Oh, you guys are so polished and put together and organized." And we're like,
We just started laughing.
No, it's good that it comes off that way. Yeah, it's Pearl_Magnolia. It's her friend Ashley.
And then Guru,
her friend from Norway who had just returned from a family trip to Norway. So it probably wasn't cold for her.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
And she was somewhat surprised. Actually, at the end of this video, or should I put it here now?
Oh, you don't think she was super surprised?
Do you think?
Oh, I don't know. She looked surprised. She acted surprised. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, she knew she was coming to knit with friends, so she probably wasn't surprised to see us, but maybe surprised that it was a birthday party.
Right. But cake. Cake was involved.
Cake with a picture of her on it. It was really cute.
It was really cute. And she's holding a ball of yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cute. So I did put together, we took a few pictures and little footage. So I'll either should I put it right after we talk about it now, or should I put it at the end?
Yeah, you can do it a little bit right here in the middle.
Yeah.
So she put together a little bit of the footage for our members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll put that in right here.
Cool. talking. Hi. Happy birthday.
Coming in. I'm coming in.
Camera.
Oh, that kid's so crying.
Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of footage. It was really a fun day.
It was.
very low key,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was just really fun. So
I don't even know what I was knitting on. Oh, I think maybe my Amy slipover.
yeah, I don't.
There wasn't much knitting. I really didn't do much knitting.
No, I didn't either.
No. And
What
there were
was it?
presents and
What was I knitting on? I don't even remember. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Not your Amina.
No. Yeah, I don't remember what I was knitting.
Speaking of your Amina,
Yes.
we went to
Yeah, well, in between we went to Vogue Knit Live, but we already did a whole video on that, so go ahead and watch it. We're not going to talk about that. But I was hoping to get my Amina finished for Vogue Knit Live. It would have been fun to wear it, but because actually the designer Sylvia Watts Cherry flew over from London.
And you didn't run into her, did you?
I did not, and I looked for her.
Huh. I wonder what booth she was in.
I was thinking actually in our Vogue Knit Live video, I said my one big disappointment was not meeting her, and I thought my second big disappointment was not meeting Hohi.
Did you watch her?
I did not watch
her
it.
keynote speech.
Mm-mm.
You have to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
She is. I don't know her personally, but I feel like we could be friends. Anyway, she's the loveliest person, and she told her whole story from birth to today, and just how she's overcome insecurity, and she's a physician and she hated it, and that disappointment, and then having children, and she talks a lot about her mom and her grandma and how she learned how to knit, and her yarn dyeing business and how that all got started. So it was all very organic. Yeah, and it was just a beautiful story, and she is just a lovely, kind and generous person. So anyway,
yeah,
I was a Hohi fan before, but now I'm like a super fan.
Yeah, I was hoping to bump into her, but I knew that she would be insanely busy. And actually, she's doing a retreat in Italy with Mayak in June, and I'm blessed to be able to go there with my husband. So I'll get to meet her then, and I just knew she would be overwhelmed with people, and so I figured I'll just meet her then. But I was disappointed that I didn't at least see her, a glimpse of her walking away.
But you'll get to hang out with her.
I know. I can't even imagine what that'll be like. Anyway, so back to my Amina. So I had posted on social media, I think like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, that I was getting much closer to finishing. I think when I finished the front and I started the sleeves, I posted. And somewhat immediately, Kathleen from Yarnia messaged me on Instagram, or commented on my post, and said, "Oh my goodness, you're so close. You should totally finish that and wear it to our Amy Gilles event." And I said, "Your what? Your Amy Gilles event? You're having an Amy Gilles event?" And so she's, I don't know if she sent me the link or whatever, but I looked it up and I immediately registered. There were a bunch of events. There was,
yarn shopping.
Personal shopping with Amy, and there was a whole bunch.
There was yarn tasting the Saturday after we went.
Right. We went Friday evening to the cocktail party, and it was basically like a book signing, and I did pre-order the next book. So, long story short, I barely finished my Amina. I didn't really finish it. It's in the pictures. You'll see it. It's on social media. But and I'll tell you more about it when we film episode 16. But I just thought I would be able to seam more quickly. And so I was supposed to pick you up at like 4:30, 4:45 that evening. And
I get this text message, "I don't want to go."
And she didn't know, but tears are rolling down my face because I realized,
and I knew she was going to be fine. So I said, "Whatever you want to do, it's great."
Yeah, basically, all I had to do was it's a double collar. I had to stitch the inside of the collar down. That went fine. Sew the sleeves on. That went fine. And then do the underarms and the sleeve seams and the side seams. And all that went fine. The first underarm went great. And when I got to the striped cuff, I wove in all the ends of the stripe. There were tons of them. And then I'm looking at the clock then, and I start doing the side seam, and it's not lining up. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, I'm not going to make it. And if I do like quickly sew this together, I'm going to have to rip it out because it wasn't lining up. And I had just done that flawless finishing class with Keith Leonard, and I'm just imagining him over my shoulder going, tisk, tisk, tisk. So I texted her, literally tears streaming down my face, sitting in my kitchen, and just like, I said, I'm not going. But I just kept seaming through the tears, and I just thought, you know what? It's good enough. I kept thinking of Squidney Knits, how she goes to, if whatever's finished, she goes to.
She wears whatever.
Rhinebeck.
Like I did in episode 15.
Yeah, exactly. If it doesn't have a sleeve, big deal. If the side seams are, it'll be a poncho.
Right.
So
I had every faith in her. I was not the least bit worried. So yeah.
And picking you up at 4:30 left tons and tons of time to get there.
Right, plenty of time.
So anyway, I did seam it, and I did not weave in the ends on the second striped sleeve cuff, and I picked her up, and it looked adorable.
Yep.
And my daughter even took pictures before I left. And it did not look like it wasn't finished, except for the strings. I was gonna tuck the strings in, but I thought, no, that's like a lie because it's not finished. So I just left them hanging out, and it was really funny.
Yeah.
So we got there only 15 minutes late,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just nice and quiet. It was, there were lots of people there, but obviously we had just been to Vogue Knit Live. It wasn't like that. But I took your coat back to hang it up. And Amy
I was like, there's no way I can make it to the coat rack. And you're like, I'll take it. Okay.
Yeah, I walk through crowds like I drive in New York City.
Right.
Like,
yeah. It's a small store. It was smaller than I expected. And, because of all the yarn, there wasn't a lot of room for all the people. So.
And the food.
Yeah.
Yummy, like catered, yummy appetizers.
Yeah. And there was a queue, to meet Amy and get your book plate thing. So, the line formed all the way down the store.
Yeah. And so when I walked to the back behind her to put the coat away, she immediately, of course, saw my Amina. And
she'd been following you on Instagram.
Yeah, she had been following. Because, of course, I tag Lovey and Ami and Sylvia Watts Cherry as I'm posting about the progress. And so she said that she and Sylvia had been, like, talking together about my progress, and they couldn't wait for me to finish. So that was nice. And then I did I brought my worsted book with me. That's where the Amina was first published. And she signed in here, Kim, thanks for coming to see me at Yarnia, Amy Gilles. And then she signed my book plate because I pre-ordered the second book. This is why she's doing a tour, because she has neons and neutrals, her second curated collection of knitwear. And so she signed a book plate because the books aren't in yet. But what do you think of those beautiful designs for neons and neutrals?
Oh my goodness. So, here. Neons and neutrals, I'm not
Teddy ate her booklet, by the way.
Teddy ate my book, so, oh well. Yeah. Teddy also ate, did I talk about that? He ate one of those little desiccant packages that have like the silica.
Oh, right, to keep packages dry.
So I opened up a leash and this thing fell out, and I basically threw a rotisserie chicken on the floor, and he was like, no, I'm keeping my silica beads. They're delicious. And he just chopped down. I'm like, whatever, dog. And of course, I called the vet right away. They're like, well, we'll talk to the vet and see if you need to call poison control. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, poison control. And she comes back. She's like, it's fine. Was it a big one? I was like, no, it's kind of one of those, like an inch square. She's like, yeah, he's fine. I was like, oh.
She texted me right when it happened, though. She's like, I just threw a chicken at him, and I just imagine you throwing a chicken across your kitchen.
I know. I was like, here, chicken. Anyway, okay. Yes. So, like I said, I'm not really a neon person, but some of the garments were just, all of them were just stunning. Just interesting construction, interesting details. Knitting techniques I'd never seen before. There's there's a colorwork yoke sweater But I tried on one called and now we looked it up before we started, Xiaomai.
I think so.
Xiaomai. It's spelled Xiaomai. It's 2 words. And it's this coat. I'm almost going to say it's a jacket, I guess. It's hip length, has these big bell sleeves. But she held, and by she, I mean Amy, held 9 strands of mohair in these kind of they almost look like fishtail braids.
Yeah. To me, they look like big knit stitches.
Do they?
Like huge knit stitches, kind of.
You're right, now that I'm looking at it.
Right? But or hearts, or fishtail braid, definitely.
And it was black, and it was just stunning. I felt like I was wearing a museum piece.
I mean, typically in these I don't insert pictures, but I have to insert a picture of Jonna wearing this thing because it's just so beautiful.
Yes.
It's so beautiful.
It was very substantial. It was. I was actually chatting with someone on Instagram, and I thought, and she suggested, what if you made the body out of like an unspun, very lofty unspun, like Nutiden or a Plutalope or the Manchalope cheese wheels, whatever. So then it would be that the body itself would be very light and airy, and if you use the mohair, that's not very heavy either. So, anyway.
It was amazing. Actually, what I'll do is at the end of this video, then I'll put just a slideshow.
Okay.
The closing slideshow instead of bloopers
Yeah.
will be that event.
Yeah.
With a few pictures from
be
that
fun.
event. That would be fun. But a lot of people were asking, just from the pictures I took and posted on social media, there's a beautiful vest called You. And I don't even know how they do that stitch.
And obviously you can use any yarn that you want and, skip the new neons if it's not your thing.
Well, even the jacket you did wear, she said she has a completely different one made with alpaca as the base and a non-mohair as those big decorative stitches. So I love that it's just different things. And then
there are such unique pieces in here, things that I'd never seen anywhere else.
The hat, the kind of abstract, modernistic hat is beautiful.
Yeah, an Intarja hat. Are you signing up for another Intarja project?
Not anytime soon. Oh my goodness. But it was really lovely to be there. And Kathleen is so sweet, and it was nice. It was just nice to be in that really small, little intimate. You had never been to that shop before.
No.
Did you say that already?
Thank you for inviting me, Kathleen.
Yeah.
So funny story. We're at Vogue Knitting Live, and Kathleen sees us having lunch sitting at that table, and she came over to say hi and talk to you about this event. And she said, so I know your next door neighbor from Texas. And I was like, you what? And she said, yeah, I guess she worked with my neighbor 30 years ago. And my neighbor follows her on Instagram and said, is that woman's name Jonna? And yeah. So
so
isn't that funny?
That is.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah, she lived across the street from us. Anyway, I thought that was funny.
That's really funny.
Yeah, so thank you for inviting me and including me. And I also got a swag bag. So we got swag bags. So we'll show you what was in those.
So I didn't buy anything. Did you buy anything?
I did.
You
I
did?
wanted to buy everything, of course. And there was her new base, Wesley or Wellesley. Anyway, sorry, I should have looked that up too. Anyway, she
You
had
think
some
it's
of
written in
her
here?
new, wasn't the Corey worsted. She had another new base of yarn. Beautiful colors. And that is escaping me at the moment. But I cast this black Oslo hat on because Kristen Lair had one, and I just thought it was so cute. And I really needed something neutral. My other Oslo was, kind of multicolored and didn't go with some of the things I have. So I bought a pom-pom. And this is like the fluffiest
It's amazing.
thing I've ever
It
felt.
actually
in my
reminds me
life.
of Teddy's fur.
I know.
But black.
So now I know that fua means like fluffy. It's a fluffy Japanese pancake, but I think it also just means fluffy. So now I call Teddy fua. But this is very fua.
It is extremely.
And I don't know
fua.
if fua is a noun and an adjective, or
Who knows?
Anyway, but Kathleen told me that this is 100% alpaca, but it's cruelty free. So
It's great.
yeah,
It's
anyway,
beautiful.
So it's different
Yeah.
than some of the other pom-poms I have. So
It's very light and fluffy.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So my purchase basically was the pre-order of the book. And a lot of people bought yarn for those projects, and it's too quick of a decision making. I'm very decisive. I make decisions very quickly, but I had just finished Amina. I had started that kaleidoscope. What's it called?
Knit collage.
Knit collage sweater. And just so you know, I'm decreasing my caffeine intake in the afternoon, so I feel like I'm a little foggy. And so I just couldn't make a decision that quickly. If I was going to knit something, I would knit that vest, the U vest.
With it's like a herringbone almost.
Oh yes, it's so beautiful. I have no idea how it's made. Or, I mean, I would love to make that jacket.
I love the one with the ruffles in the front that she wore the next day.
I could see you wearing that. I would not. I would not wear that.
Darta.
Yeah, she wore that on Saturday.
DA with a bar across it. RTA.
And the cardigan she was wearing Friday, some of the Instagrammers were asking from our post, is that also part of the collection? I was wondering if it's this made into a cardigan. I don't know.
And there's also a design by Florence Sperling.
You know what I just noticed I was looking for the name of the new weight of yarn. What I love is it doesn't say you have to, it doesn't list La Bien-Aimée yarns at all. It just says for the patterns. We don't have the patterns here. We just have yarn amounts for patterns and sizes. So if you wanted to make one of the designs, you could look in here and know how much yarn to get, but you don't have the pattern yet. But it just says like a lace weight this or a Surrey alpaca. It doesn't say.
Well, and part of, and I don't know where I read this, and maybe this is what it says, invites crafters to combine yarn in new and unexpected ways across brands and bases. So it was really important to her that people felt free to choose whatever yarn they could afford. Right,
her yarn was there. Right. She even said for that jacket that you tried on that she used a whole bunch of different mohairs, a whole bunch of different
strands of
brands, brands and kinds of mohair.
Right.
Out of her like leftovers, out of her stash.
I think one of her missions was to be accessible to all knitters.
Yeah. It was really a great event. It was really, really fun. I'm glad we went.
And we saw Laura, one of our members.
Yes, we did.
Hi, Laura.
That was fun. Hi.
Yeah.
And what else? I think that's it. It was just really fun.
Yeah.
It was just really fun to go out and do something, and I don't know. It was just fun. Yeah.
It was an easy drive, and we didn't stay too long, and we got home. I think I texted my husband at like 8 o'clock to turn on the bed warmer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were on the way home by 7:30, 7:45.
Yeah.
That was nice.
There's a beautiful sunset that night.
Yes. And I have since woven in the ends on my Amina, so it's now completely finished. It's not blocked yet. Actually, I think I'm going to wear it for episode 16. Well, of course I'm going to wear it. Of course. So I have to, I'm not going to wet block it because it won't be dry by now. So I'm going to just steam block it, but I haven't done that yet.
You know what I was thinking? When you, like in episode 15, I wore my Mira Manel minus the sleeve. But that's like writing a bad check or paying with a credit card, because now it's my finished object, but I can't wear it because I wore it in episode 15.
You can wear it.
So it's like I keep having to
around your neck.
Oh, I'm gonna wear my half-finished Amy slip over. Then you get in this cycle of
wearing half-finished, not unfinished projects.
Things. Yeah, and then it's finished, but you've already worn it. So I'm not gonna continue to do that.
Why don't you wear it with your half-finished brioche shawl? It would match.
Because that's not anywhere near being finished. It is really pretty,
it's
though.
So
it would,
beautiful.
It would really.
It would match.
Well.
Oh, let's show them the swag bags.
Yeah.
So these are our swag bags. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
And can you see? Yeah, it says La Bien-Aimée and Yarnia.
And I'm pretty sure she, like mine. They had our names on them.
Yeah.
Words. I can't talk. So there was a sticky note.
So you think she curated it for us,
I think
right?
she curated them because I got, and this is her new base. Oh no, this is Corey worsted. So La Bien-Aimée Corey worsted in the Hegelia colorway. So yes, I'm pretty sure she curated this.
And I have Merino Super Sock Fiore,
which is like a multicolor pink speckle.
Gray pink.
So pretty.
And we got these cute little iridescent.
Yeah,
like slide zip pouches, which I love. Yeah. So cute. And we got measuring tapes.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Oh, we got cute little stitch markers.
Yeah, see, this is what
Made
I
by
want to get.
Katrinkles.
Can we see
Yeah.
if Katrinkles can put our
Yeah.
logo on stitch markers?
Mm-hmm. So we just decided today that we're going to Maryland Sheep and Wool. We are, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You got your hotel room.
I got a hotel room, so.
So are you bringing John, or can I share a
maybe.
hotel room? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Can I by myself? Can I sleep on the couch with you and John?
So I invited my husband, so and he can work from the hotel room. I told him it was a weekend, but yeah. So these are little progress keepers that say La Bien-Aimée and Giardia. They're beautiful.
So cute.
I know that Kathleen was really excited about, collecting all the things for the.
It's
swag
fun to
bag,
do
so,
stuff like that, and a little
yeah.
sticker. La Bien-Aimée
Yeah, so let's
and
look into
Yarnia.
this for Maryland Sheep and Wool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. As long as it doesn't cost an arm and a leg.
I know.
We're wondering if they changed the oh, it doesn't matter. Never mind, I'm gonna cut that. I wasn't gonna edit this. But yeah, so it was really fun. I love that. So
It was. I'm excited to try this. So this is the yarn base that you used for your Mina.
right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful color. And I overheard Amy saying that she named this color after two of her friends who love this color, and she mashed their names together. So that's why it's called Hegelia.
Oh right. That's right. She did say that.
Yeah.
So is there anything else to catch up on? Catching up with Kim and Jonna?
Teddy's potty trained. That's like our big news. But beyond that, no. Still no measurable snow in the state of New York.
No.
Anything else?
I did actually almost finish my kaleidoscope cardigan.
I got to try it on. So cute.
It's supposed to have, basically the knitting is finished,
Mhm.
but I'm not going to show you here. You have to watch episode 16. But it's supposed to have a crocheted edge.
Mhm.
So we'll see. I did, the first bind off on the body was too, what's the word, tight.
Mhm.
It hung straight, it hung correctly, but it was absolutely no give. If I really did want to close it, I wouldn't have been able to. So
Mhm.
I finished the sleeves, and then the bind off I used on the sleeves, I used on the bottom. I ripped out the bottom and redid it. But it was really fun and easy to knit. It's really it's a happy garment.
Yeah.
I left out one yarn because I didn't feel like it went. But anyway, I'll talk about it in episode 16. But I do have to do the crochet edge. And I think I might just do one button here. I ordered one like antique glass, almost like a solitaire button, but with no prongs. I didn't want prongs. Kind of like this ring. This big cheap costume jewelry ring.
Mhm.
How it's just a circle setting. It doesn't have prongs because I didn't want prongs to catch on.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I couldn't like how a diamond is set with prongs.
Yes, because there are like
I was just
glass fake
what is-
rhinestones with prongs.
What are we talking about? So it's like bezel set. I think that's bezel.
I don't know what it's called,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
That's
I ordered that.
good.
So I'm thinking if I do one buttonhole, I think you do it in the crochet, and then I can just have that one button. It's almost like jewelry.
Mhm.
If I want to close it, I can. If I don't want to, it's just like a piece of jewelry stuck on there. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun. And I did start swatching, or I finished the swatch for my Here Comes the Sun.
Oh, good.
That was my mindless kind of Oslo hat kind of thing, because I did it in the round with way more stitches than I need. And I did on the bottom, I put rib. It's about this wide.
Mhm.
And on the top, I just cast it off or bound it off so I can block it and measure the gauge.
Mhm.
I'm going to leave it in. If I need the yarn, I can rip it out. But if I don't need the yarn, I might take out the bind off and put a little more rib, and it could be like a cowl for Harper.
Oh.
Because it's in the round. It's just
Yeah.
like a small little in the round.
It's fairly large.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean,
Around.
right. I didn't want to do small circumference.
Right.
Sorry. Because I think my gauge would change anyway.
Right.
So it's
For sure.
actually, you know what I did? I cast on the exact amount of stitches that you cast on for the neck.
Oh, okay.
And that's my gauge swatch.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyway, so hopefully maybe I can cast that on before we film episode 16. I doubt it. So yeah,
Which
it's
we're
not.
filming tomorrow. So.
Yes, we're filming it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, we have to do that a week and a half in advance. So
Mhm.
we were either going to do it last week, but we thought, no, let's have more knitting time
Yeah.
so we can have more finished objects.
I know. I don't have too many, but a hat.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. There's nothing else. There's not much to catch up on besides. I mean, I guess that's a lot. Just not a lot of personal stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's February. It's chilly. It's gray.
We still haven't had a snow.
I know. Just been having fires in the fireplace and knitting a little bit. I'm getting a little bit more knitting done now that Teddy is a little bit more manageable.
I spent the whole morning today, besides ripping out that first bind off, I straightened up my house and did laundry. And I have a few sets of sheets for my bed, but I have one favorite set of sheets. So I take them off, I wash them, and then I put them back on.
Oh, I do the same thing, but now they have a hole in them.
Oh no, mine are linen. I never thought I would like linen sheets.
Oh no, I love linen sheets, but mine shredded basically after years of use. I should say. And
mine are relatively.
They weren't inexpensive, so then I went to the Amazon inexpensive route, and I love them and they're beautiful. But I did get in last night and heard like a ripping noise. And I had a thought when we had linen sheets, which we don't anymore. But you know how in the olden days they used to call it bedclothes, like your bedding was called bedclothes. Well, sleeping in linen sheets is very much like it just made me think of clothing. You know, it's very textural.
Yes,
I wouldn't say they're super soft in the beginning. Like it takes a few washes, but yeah, I do love linen sheets.
I just love them. I had never thought I would. My husband bought them, and I just
really
am in love with them. So anyway, so I was just doing like house stuff today, organizing. Oh, I cleaned out the fridge. I hate cleaning out the fridge. So anyway, that's what I did today. But I guess the last thing we have to talk about is the horrible. That's not that horrible. The ridiculous.
The YouTube bot who commented that, you know, congratulations, you're a winner, and it was pretty obvious that it wasn't us because it declared everyone a winner. So in the future, we decided that we will only announce winners in person.
Yes, you'll see us. You'll see our mouths moving.
Right. And say your name and then ask you to email us.
Yes. So we just hope people don't fall for those things. And there's, you know, YouTube, once they figure out how to block certain things, then someone invents some new way to scam people.
And so I went through all the comments and blocked and reported. And so I think I got them all. But in case, you know, you do get one of those messages, just, you know, Instagram message us or email us.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who contacted us, whether it's Instagram or through YouTube or through email. And when we say that it's fake, then it's best if you report it as well, right? The more people who report it, it's better. So it's just an unfortunate part of it. Happens on Instagram. It's just unfortunate. So we will never announce winners now, as of now, ever again. Anyway, other than we will say your name in a video.
And we will announce the winners of the 2 bags from that episode in episode 16.
Yep, in episode 16.
So
we have not chosen the winners yet.
No,
but
we're going to do that tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, so anyway, we apologize for that. And it's just annoying. I just worry that people actually fall for it. You know, so hopefully just never click on links. People have sent us things and they ask me to look at this or do that or whatever. And I just say, I'm sorry, I don't click on links because I don't want our Instagram hacked and stolen. I don't want, you know, anyway, so.
All right. So busy day tomorrow.
Yeah. I want some caffeine right now so badly.
And I feel like in episode 15, I want to like put up a disclaimer. Like I had such bad puppy brain and I think I was trying to get my sweater finished and I felt like really unprepared. So it's my goal to be prepared for tomorrow.
It didn't come across that way.
I know. Sometimes I don't even want to watch it, but I did have bad puppy brain. But anyway.
And today I have
sleeping much better. And
I have lack of caffeine brain. But that's okay.
You might have to have one tomorrow afternoon.
Jonna told me today that her father, I don't know, accidentally put caffeinated coffee in the espresso machine.
And we always keep decaf in the espresso machine. And so I had a coffee at like 4 o'clock and I was literally awake all night. Like I did not sleep at all. And I was really relieved to find out it was just caffeine because I was like, if this is like the new normal, I'm not down with this at all. And so anyway, I was relieved and I dumped out all the coffee into a baggie and put a big label on it, you know, regular coffee. So it was my fault for not labeling coffee. So anyway,
Yep, that's it.
I don't know how you have like a quad espresso at like 7 o'clock and then go to bed.
That's why I'm decreasing my caffeine intake.
I mean, I would be awake for a week.
Oh, does everybody like my new sweatshirt?
Oh, yeah, cute.
Always
Always
the
the
optimist. I actually used to be. I'm not quite so much always the optimist, but I'm hoping if I wear it, I will be. It's wishful thinking.
Yeah, I don't know what my husband and I were talking about today. I was like, that is not optimism. That's delusional. Like, I draw the line, you know?
That's so funny.
Yeah, so.
Is there such a thing as an optimistic realist?
Well, I'm a realist. I would say my husband's an optimist. But yes, there should be a good happy medium. So I'm the realist, he's the optimist, and so, you know, we meet in the middle.
There you go. That's it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, like, subscribe, all those goodies. I don't even know what they are. Just do what you want to do.
Exactly.
And we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.